Hey everyone, and welcome to the lessons that we have to learn for, or we need to learn for, January 2025. So with these, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I'm using my Infinity Oracle deck today. So we have inner healing. So there's still a lot of inner healing that we need to learn. Whether that be spiritual wellness, soul healing, boundaries, ideologies about finances, love affairs, children, how we see ourselves, our identities, our expression, like how we present ourselves online, how we appear to other people, our personalities, our dispositions, and pretty much like our rising sign, our first impression. There's going to be a lot of temptations that we're going to need to learn through and work through and work past and overcome through inner healing. Healing brings temptation to challenge ourselves to heal more and to see how healed we truly are. Like a spiritual test of character and morals and social justices. Autumn. So something is going to happen by next autumn due to what happened this past autumn. So since September 21st, 2024 through December 21st, 2024, something happened. And you've done a lot of healing since then through the temptations. That by autumn of next year, same time frame-ish, fall equinox, when the stars align in the fall equinox, by then you should be able to hear something. Autumn is also a fashion statement or gender identity, I believe it is. It could also be a name of a person or a being or someone. There's a lot of self-sabotage that needs to be learned from, that you're doing to yourself, whether you know it or not. When you doubt yourself, when you go for external validation, when you already know the answer, when you end up being animositized or creating animosity around you, or within animosity, and you come off animalistic or primal. You're getting to your primal state again, and that's creating some meaningful coincidences that's going to happen. And that's in part due to inner healing and the temptations that you've had since autumn and all the self-sabotage that you've been doing. It's creating a lot of meaningful coincidences, which is another term for serendipity, or another term would be Murphy's Law, would be another dualist perspective example of a meaningful coincidence, or it could be even significantly meaningful to you in your spirit journey, like a twin flame union or a union of some kind, especially for the runner in the dynamic, or things you're running from or running away from. Runners also run towards. The runner is doing a lot of inner healing due to the temptations beset in the autumn months, September through December, and like Mabon to Lithia sticks out for time frame. Mirroring exercises, mirroring portals, and mirroring energies. Mirror flames, dark mirrors, black flames that exhibit mirror behaviors, mirror empaths. Temptations that mirror twin flames. Summer. So, between autumn and summer, there's going to be a lot of things that are mirroring around. Like a mirror maze. If you keep your hands up, you'll be able to learn. keep your hand at the level of your eyes and make sure that you can feel your way through. Just because you may not be able to see spirits or see it fully doesn't mean you can't feel your way through and get to where you need to go anyway. Doesn't mean you don't know where you're going either. It just means you have a creative way to get there. Be creative and think outside the box. There's going to be a lot of third-party interference due to self-sabotage. And in January, it's going to be needed for some third-party interference for your self-sabotage or for self-sabotaging habits being formed due to events that have been happening since August and into or September and into the summer months of like August of next year. Keeping yourself busy and distracted has helped you create the meaningful coincidences. So keeping an open mind, being ambitious, and learning your boundaries. But also knowing that third-party interference is why you're so busy and distracted. So if you get distracted and you lose track of what you're doing and you can't remember what you were doing, then check in with your spirit team and see what's going on and see what your inner world's doing that mirrors that. Go to your happy place and where you can control the environment. Because there's a lot of environmental factors and outside influences that are impacting the relationship and influencing the dynamic and creating like a wall or like a friction between friends or bad blood between people that shouldn't really be fighting or shouldn't have even met in the beginning or shouldn't have even shouldn't be seen together. Comes to mind like star-crossed lovers' demise, like Romeo and Juliet, but without the dying. Listen to your intuition, because your intuition is going to tell you what you need to know about the dynamic within the runner part of the dynamic. The runner is healing. The runner has been healing in January, especially those that are having traumas from runners in relationships. So if they're like a chaser and you're the runner and you've caused them like traumas, they're working through all of that as well. So listening to your intuition about who your runner chaser dynamic is, or about the runner, or your feelings about the runner, or your feelings about running away or running towards or pushing people away so they run away, comes into play. Mirroring self-love and taking self-love practices and reflecting on your bad habits and codependencies and addictions has helped immensely, especially in January. And that'll help you learn your lessons by the summer, for you to manifest. You're manifesting between August and autumn and summer. But you're stuck at this point because of the third-party interference and the self-sabotage. So in order for you to get out of this stuck, you need to become busy and distracted by promoting meaningful coincidences and opening up about your vulnerabilities, about your wants, your desires, your needs, your boundaries, your respects, your gender identity, your expression, your DID, or your mental health, or whatever that case may be. I said DID because I personally have DID. I apologize for my personal bias. Taking accountability, showing some humility with humble respect and honesty and integrity. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Don't mean to keep clearing my throat, guys. This whole situation, though, has left you, like, dazed and confused. It looks like that's gonna clear up, though. But there's a lot of confusion about the runner in the dynamic. There's a lot of, like, let me see, inner healing going on both ends. And listening to your intuition is going to help you through this. I keep getting empathic messages as well, like literal pain. A lot of doesn't express it verbally, but will express it by action. Doesn't speak of it even telepathically. And respect of boundaries of not reading them as well will go far. And them not reading you as a courtesy of self-love for yourself. You will receive an unexpected message in January, or from someone that was born in January, because of your self-love practices that you've been able to manifest for. You've been feeling stuck, and you've actually been opening up about feeling stuck, and you've been able to open up your mind about things that you never dreamed possible. So it's one of these things where you expect the unexpected, but if you expect the unexpected, then that becomes expected. So the goal is to just not expect it. Your manifests are coming true, and that's because of your self-worth. Your manifests are tied to your self-worth at times. So working on your self-worth through mirror exercises when you feel stuck, and opening up about your confusion and dazedness about unexpected messages and epiphanies and conflicting views can help. Like, it could seem like and perceive like it's different messages and it's saying different things, but they're all pointing in the same direction. Chaos, Pandora, Eris stick out. Loki sticks out, both male, female, and androgynous. Otherworldly beings and such as well. There's a lot of big success coming once you get yourself unstuck. Because once that third party interference is nipped in the bud and you are able to solve that self-sabotaging and work through that, you will be able to create a big success within your excuse me, within your inner world and your outer world as well. And it's all because you're opening up and exerting inner strength and exerting it outward on this point. Bottom line, though, is there's a lot of family concerns in January that are popping up. Or there might be a spherical focus there, or a sphere of influence of family concerns from a spirit guide. Or they might be going through family concerns, and that's why they haven't stepped forward. But there's going to be a generous offer coming next year, next month, in January, that may turn the current situation upside down as well and create unexpected outcomes as well. Like a happy little surprise or a happy little accident. Kind of a deal like running into someone that you never thought you'd run into. Like a starstruck moment. Not necessarily somebody famous, but feeling like you're royalty, or actually getting to feel like you matter and feel like you are famous and feel like you are worth it. Coming into terms with who you are as a spirit person and as a soul being at the core will help you realize what's really going on beneath the surface as well. But that's what I'm getting for lessons to learn in January of 2025. As always with these, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Thanks for joining.